Welcome to Viking Sports Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Viking Sports Weekly on M6, your hometown station. I'm your host, Tate McDougall. This is an excellent time of the year for sports at Marysville High School. Winter sports are wrapping up and spring conditioning is starting. Cole Pawson recently spoke to several students about current sporting events.
Hi, I'm Cole Pawson, and today we asked a few students on the Lions' new coach.
All right, yes, I think the new Lions coach will help them win next season. A new face there is going to help the team, I think.
I think the new coach is going to help the Lions, but we really need to improve on our quarterback position because last year Matt Stafford really fell off, and as long as we keep our team healthy, that we should make it to the playoffs.
I don't really think the new Lions coach is going to affect them at all because they're just a bunch of individuals and they don't play as a team very well.
I think the new coach is going to make many improvements to the Lions because the old coach just made a bunch of mistakes and you can't really get any worse.
The Lions' new head coach, I think he's going to help the team a little bit. I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs, but they definitely have a better season than last year.
We also asked students, who do you think will win March Madness?
As of right now, I think Syracuse is going to win the March Madness. They got a pretty solid team, starting lineup, good depth, got a good chance of winning.
I think Michigan's going to win March Madness. I think right now they're really hot and they're playing well, and it's the best thing that can happen.
I think MSU is going to win the March Madness tournament because they have the best players in the NCAA as of right now, I think.
I think Duke's going to win March Madness because Jabari Parker is really hot right now, and I feel like they can go all the way.
All right, Michigan State's going to win all the way because Payne and Dawson.
And last, we asked students, who's your favorite Tiger and why?
My favorite Tiger is Miguel Cabrera because he won Triple Crown, and he's a pretty good baseball player.
I like Miguel Cabrera because he's the best hitter on the team. He's pretty solid defensively.
Favorite Tiger is Andy Dirks because I just like the way he plays.
Favorite Tiger, probably Scherzer. I like pitching. He's a good pitcher, won the Cy Young.
My favorite Tiger is Cabrera because he hits home runs.
Thank you for watching. I'm Cole Pawson. This is Viking Sports Weekly.
That was great, Cole. Steve Mrak recently had an opportunity to sit down with Maddie Velko, captain of the girls varsity basketball team, and talk about this year's season.
Hi, I'm Steve Mrak, and here with me today is Maddie Velko of varsity girls basketball.
Hi.
Hi. So who are your captains this season, and what are the responsibilities on the team?
This year, our captains are myself and senior Kelsey Husson, and our responsibilities are to help out Mr. Ratchie and make sure our team is prepared.
So do you guys have any goals for this season?
Yes, our goals are to win the league championship for 3 years in a row and also our districts.
So how do you guys plan on accomplishing these goals?
We have been practicing really hard. Our sophomores are stepping up and they're helping us, and we basically have a goal and we're going to reach it.
So how is your record this far in the season?
We recently just lost our first game. We were undefeated, so we're 10-1, and throughout the entire season we're 15-4.
Are you guys excited about the pink out game?
Yeah, we are. We are getting all of our pink gear ready, and we're ready to play for our league championship.
So how do you guys run your practices?
We do a lot of play practices. We do running, conditioning. Our biggest thing is to work on, we watch film a lot and we go from there.
Do you feel confident in your team this season?
I do. I'm very confident. We've been playing with each other for as long as 5th grade, so this group really knows each other inside and out.
So how many games do you guys have left this season?
We have, Friday is our last game in season, and then Monday we start districts.
Who would you say is the most improved player on your team this year?
I would say probably our 2 sophomores. They stepped up. They are really young, but they control our team and how, if we win or lose.
Do you guys think you have a good chance of making it to districts this year?
I do think we have a good chance. I think if we play the way we know how to play and we play our defense, we will make it all the way through.
As a team, do you guys do any type of bonding to get to know each other better?
Yeah, we have team sleepovers. We do girl things together. We're really close, and that's what makes the season so great.
So you feel good about the chemistry on your team? You think it's?
I do. I feel very good.
Do you have any personal attachment to the pink out game?
I do. I'm playing for my grandmother, and she's survived breast cancer and melanoma, so I will be playing for her.
Wow. So how do you think losing all your seniors next year is going to affect the team and how they play?
We do lose 6 of our seniors, and 3 of them have been on varsity since their sophomore year, my freshman year. So it's definitely going to be different for them, but I think we encourage our younger players, and we make sure that they're going to be ready for next year. They're going to struggle, but I have confidence in them.
Do you think you're going to play basketball after high school?
I do. I plan on attending college for exercise science, and I am planning on playing on a scholarship.
Where would you like to go to college?
I haven't really narrowed it down, but I'm expecting to play at a Division III NAIA level.
I'm Steve Marak, and I'd like to thank my guest, Maddie Velko, captain of the girls varsity basketball team, for joining us on Sports Weekly today.
We'll be right back after this.
There are lots of unmet needs out here, and while I can't change everything, I can change some things. So I stepped up and became an American Legion Auxiliary Volunteer. For nearly 100 years, they've been helping our veterans, military, and their families here and abroad. Military deployment can be tough on a family, so we do what we can to help. And every injured and homeless veteran deserves the compassion we can give them.
Well, we're here to help.
Plus, we also have programs to teach our youth how to be good citizens and young women how to be leaders at ALA Girls State.
America.
I wanted to give back like the other 800,000 American Legion Auxiliary volunteers. There's history here. Patriotism, pride, open arms. It doesn't take much time to make a difference. Will you join me and please step up to help our country's heroes and their families? Call the number to volunteer today.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Welcome back to Viking Sports Weekly.
Welcome back to Viking Sports Weekly. Cole Pawson recently had a discussion with Tyler Fields and Brandon Remy about current sporting events in Michigan.
Hello and welcome to Hot Topic. I'm your host, Cole Pawson, here with Tyler Fields and Brandon Remy, and today we're going to be talking about sports. To start off, we're going to start talking about March Madness. What do you guys think about the upcoming game on Sunday, Michigan versus Michigan State?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think Michigan's got the momentum going into it. They won the first match between them. I think they're going to carry it over and win again.
Yeah.
I think Michigan's got another good chance of winning it. Even though Michigan State's got some of their key players back that they that they didn't have before, they're going into the Chrysler Center, and I think it's going to be a tougher game for them, even though they have all their good players back.
Yeah. Going into the tournament now, do you guys have any secret sleeper teams that could pull some upsets in the tournament?
I think a team to watch would be Creighton. They got probably the player of the year in Doug McDermott. He's a good player. Probably a tough team to beat. They're a good, solid team.
I think even though Wichita State's ranked high, people don't have them going very far because they don't play any quality teams, but I can see them going pretty far in the tournament like they did last year.
Yeah, I think St. Louis has a good shot at going pretty far in the tournament. Next, who are your personal picks to win it all?
Personal pick, probably be Syracuse. They got the most solid team all the way through the lineup, even a good bench. I mean, they've been playing good all year, and they got a solid team, good chemistry. Got them going pretty far.
Yeah, my personal pick's got to be probably Duke because they got the top kid in the NCAA, and they're just clicking right now.
Just clicking. I have a feeling State's going to pull it out. Yeah. Who's your Final Four?
It's a tough question. I mean, anyone could end up in the Final Four, but I'd go Syracuse, Wichita State, Duke, and then the fourth one, it could be anyone, but I'd probably say Michigan.
Yeah, I'd definitely have Michigan and both Michigan State in there, and I'd put Kentucky and Duke in there too.
Yeah. Our next topic is going to be Tigers. What do you guys think about the new manager, Brad Osmus?
I think it was a good pickup. And he's a young dude, he can click with the team, sit down. Like just the other day, during spring training, he talks to him like he's part of the team and stuff. I think they'll start clicking him. He's got a good team to take over.
Right.
I think it's a good pickup for the Tigers. He was there not too long ago playing catcher for him, and I think him being that far not out of the game, it's helping him connect with these guys because he knows what they're going through. He's played there. You get some of those managers who've either been out of the game for a long time or never even played pro ball. So he knows exactly what these players are going through, and he'll be able to help them.
Right. Do you think they have a chance to go win the World Series this year?
Yeah, they got a chance. I mean, they got a great team. They got great pitching, good bullpen now. They got a lot better. I think they go pretty far and make it to the World Series, if not win.
I think they have a chance, but to make it more of a solid chance, they got to pick somebody up by the trade deadline, a big lefty hitter. They filled their bullpen with a closer, which we needed a lot, which hurted us down the line. They got Joe Nathan, but we're going to need another bat in there somewhere.
Right. Major components of the team, who do you think is probably the best player?
I think they're a pretty solid team all around. Like this offseason, they improved a lot in speed. They got a lot of speed with Ian Kinsler. They're going to start looking, steal more bases, get in more run-scoring opportunities. I mean, they always got Cabrera's going to hit the 40 home runs, 100 RBIs every year. So, I mean, they're a pretty solid team all the way through. They got speed, power. Like you said, pick up a left-handed batter, they'd be a pretty hard team to beat.
They have a lot of young pitching, which is going to help them. They're going to stay good down the line. And we have the veteran starters who, like Scherzer and Verlander, who are going to come back and keep leading the team. And Cabrera's just going to keep hitting bombs.
If they have any, do you think any minor components on the team?
I know that Castellanos, the third baseman coming up, he's going to be a solid player. I think he can do real good. He's supposed to hit for power.
Just kind of young, so.
I mean, he's real young, so I mean, he's got a lot of opportunities this year.
Right.
I think some of those would be Castellanos. He's coming up. Also moving Cabrera back to first. He's going to help defensively over there. He was a better defensive player, I think, at first than he was at third, so it's going to be good there. And Castellanos is good. I want to see how he's in the field because we know he can bat. He led the minors with home runs. And then definitely they need, if Dirks plays good, that's going to be a huge help holding down left field for him.
And your expectations for this season?
I see them making the playoffs and winning the division. I don't know how far they'll go. I mean, they could win it all or they could get bounced in the first round, but it just depends on how they're clicking. They always struggle during playoff
it seems
time.
like every year they just struggle.
I mean, they always got the team to win it all.
Hit a slump.
It's always the bullpen, but I mean, they changed it around, so we'll see.
I definitely see them winning the division. I don't see there's a lot. All the teams below them have a lot of young talent or are in the rebuilding stages, and they're going to make those pushes like they always do, but they're not. They can never finish, and the Tigers are just going to stay consistent all year round. They might hit a low part, but they'll always be consistent. They got what it needs, and they've been there before, and it's just going to keep pushing them. But I see them making it in the playoffs, making it somewhere, and I see them have to face the Rangers, and I think the Rangers are what is going to slow it down.
Thank you for watching Hot Topics. I'm Cole Pawson here with Tyler Fields and Brandon Remy for M6, your hometown station.
Tyler Fields recently came into the studio to speak with Morgan Clark about his experiences on the varsity boys bowling team.
Hello, I'm Morgan Clark, here with Tyler Fields, a member of the boys varsity bowling team. Thank you for joining us, Tyler. So how many years have you been bowling?
This is my first year bowling for the team, but I've been bowling since I was a little kid, probably about 3 years old.
So do you bowl a lot in the off season?
I bowl quite a bit in the off season. At least once a week I like to go up and just practice, get better.
Do you have any goals that you want the team to reach this season?
We got regionals Friday, and hoping we can win that and go to states, do good in states. I mean, we got a pretty good team right now, so.
Did you reach any of your personal goals this season?
Yeah, I carried a pretty good average all year. So, I mean, I did pretty good, but we did good as a team. We went undefeated. So it was a great team year, so I was pretty happy with that.
Great. So what was your record this year as a team?
We went 12-0 as a team.
Wow.
We had an undefeated season. We won districts. So, I mean, we've had a good year so far. We're ranked first in the state right now.
That's great. So when is your next match?
Our next match, it's regionals. It's this Friday is our team event, and then Saturday is the singles. So if we qualify in the top 3 for a team, we go to states.
Okay, great. So who do you think your toughest opponent is?
Toughest opponent? It's probably Fitzgerald. They got a pretty good team themselves. They've put up the best fight against us. we're the only team to beat them, and it's a pretty even match, and it's a rivalry game, so it's always close.
Well, good luck. Who are your coaches this year?
Our coaches are Debbie Litzow and Jeff Litzow. They've been coaching the past 2 years. Nice coaches. They help us a lot.
That's good. When do you have practices?
We practice every Monday and Wednesday at Port Huron Lanes. We just have 2-hour-long practices. I mean, every time helps, so.
Yeah. So as the team, how did you do in districts?
In districts, we won. We never lost a match. We won by about 150 pins, but we qualified for regionals, and we'll see how we do there now.
That's good. What do you like most about your team?
I like our chemistry. Like, all 5 of us get along. We got a great team. We're all friends in school, out of school. So, I mean, it's a great team. We just have fun.
That's good. That's really important. So how have you improved this year as an individual?
I just did a lot of practice time. Like, even when we didn't have practices, I'd go up on my own and just work on new things and try and get better.
What was the best part about the season this year?
There was one match that we were down 10-0, and like we were kind of in a bad mood, kind of upset. And like we all got together and like we came back and won. And like that was like the brightest part of our season. So, like that's when we kind of realized who we were and how good we actually are.
Thank you for joining us, Tyler. Good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Viking Sports Weekly right after this.
We'll be right back after this.
You may be eligible for a credit on your electric bill if you experience lengthy or frequent service outages. To request the $25 credit, contact your electricity provider. For more information about the credit and tips for surviving power outages, call the Michigan Public Service Commission at 1-800-292-9555 or visit their website at michigan.gov/MPSC and click on Consumer Information. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Welcome to Cook It Safe Challenge, where teams compete to make the right decision about safe food preparation. Our challenge in this round, oven or microwave. To win, teams must use the proper steps for safe meal preparation, read and follow package cooking instructions, and know when to use the conventional oven or the microwave. You're on the clock, so make your decisions quickly, but be warned, make the wrong choice and your meal will be unsafe. Sorry, Team 2, an unwise choice. Check the cooking instructions on that package you ripped open so quickly.
Dude, what?
Microwaves and conventional ovens both have a purpose. Your challenge was to cook the dish safely. This means knowing which method of cooking to use, and you failed.
We failed to read and follow the package cooking instructions and use a conventional oven.
If you don't follow cooking instructions, some foods may be hot but may not have reached a safe internal temperature. Use a food thermometer to be sure.
We kept focus on reading and following the package cooking instructions.
And we used the conventional oven and a food thermometer.
Can you cook it safe?
What are you doing, dear?
My finances. Every week I divide my allowance. Some to spend, some to charity. But the first thing I do is set aside 10% to save for my future.
That's awfully grown up. Did you learn that in school?
No, Dad taught me. He said if you want something tomorrow, you have to save today. Dad's saving for retirement. I'm saving for a new bike.
Choose to save. To learn how to get started, get your free Power to Choose brochure.
He's a smart man, your father.
Welcome back to Viking Sports Weekly.
Now let's go over to the sports desk with Steve Rack to hear about the current sporting events happening at Marysville High School.
Hello, and welcome to Sports Desk on Viking Sports Weekly. Today we'll be updating on the recent scores for all MHS sports. Let's start with boys varsity basketball. Last Thursday, the team played at Marine City and won 54-43. This past Tuesday, they played against Lintondale and won 39-34. The next game will be the annual Pink Out game, and they'll be playing against Lakeshore. We wish them good luck on their next game. The cheerleaders competed at Warren Woods Tower. Our Viking cheerleaders took 6th place with a score of 642 points. They will begin their postseason February 28th. The Marysville boys bowling team is having a perfect season with 12 wins. On Monday, they beat Fitzgerald in Centerline, scoring a total of 2,703 points, beating them out by 300. The girls varsity bowling team is also having a great season with 10 wins and 2 losses. On Monday at their division meet, they took on Centerline in Lincoln. They won with a total of 1,898 points. The Marysville Viking wrestling team lost their district final game against state regional Warren Woods Tower. Our state qualifying wrestlers included Nick Dunlap, Austin Thompson, Nino Bastianelli, and Kyle French. They will be competing Friday 28th at the Palace. Boys swimming will be hosting their divisional swim meet Friday and Saturday. Good luck to the swimmers. That's all we have for you today from the Sports Desk. I'm Steve Marak, and thank you for joining us on M6, your hometown station.
Thanks, Steve. That's all for this week. Be sure to join us next time for Viking Sports Weekly. I'm Tate McDougal for M6, your hometown station.
Thank you for joining us for Viking Sports Weekly.